Welcome back to Thinking It Through. Today I would like to discuss the 2020 election challenge and why what's happening matters. Before we begin, hit the like and subscribe buttons and share this video whenever you can. It's the best way to help the channel. We are in the process of determining the President of the United States, the single most powerful individual in the world, and there are questions that have been raised. First, is the challenge to the outcome warranted? Trump is contesting the election results. Now that may seem inconvenient or the product of being a sore loser to some, but we were always headed towards a contested election. Joe Biden had an army of lawyers ready to do just what Trump is doing now, holding up the results on count challenges, recounts, and legal rulings. And that's the way that it should be. There is a system set up in place to settle voting disputes. It's not the media, it's not social media, it's not the mob, it's the courts. The Founding Fathers set up the system on purpose, for times just like these. Now, does Trump have a legitimate claim? We live in a country where people of good faith, who believe that they have a cause, can present their grievances to a legal system and ask for a ruling and remedy. Trump's campaign claims they have in their possession evidence to show that certain states and counties engaged in improper vote tallying, and that there is a problem with the voting machines and software. First, the claims of improper vote counting. The Trump campaign alleges that votes were counted that were received after the set deadline. The lower courts moved the deadline once the election was underway, and his team will ask if changing the rules in the middle of an election is constitutional, a perfectly legitimate question. In some states, Trump's team is claiming that voter counters were supposed to match the signature on the ballots with the one election officials have on file, but did not. Instead, they simply accepted whatever signature was there or ignored the fact that it was blank and counted the vote. A third point is that all ballots were not treated equally by poll workers. Trump's team claims that they have evidence that in Philadelphia County, Pennsylvania, Democrat voters who mailed in their vote were contacted to fix or cure their ballots of missing information or errors. People in Republican areas were not given this option, and if their vote was ineligible due to an error or missing information, it was not counted. Allowing one party to fix ballots and denying another that same chance is a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution. Again, another valid challenge. Finally, the Trump team is calling into question Dominion Voting Systems and its partners, who make voting machines and software. These are used in over 30 states. It seems there was a glitch in the software that flipped 5,500 votes in Michigan to Biden in one county before it was discovered by diligent poll workers. The claim is that if it's happening in one county, it could happen in others, so a recount is in order. To further complicate the Dominion matter, it seems there are several prominent Democrats with ties to the firm. One of the campaign's lawyers, Sidney Powell, claims that she has a mountain of evidence against Dominion and that their voting system can easily, and was, manipulated in this election in favor of Biden. She goes so far as to claim the entire reason for Dominion being formed was to throw the election in Venezuela. So that brings us to this point. Are these claims true? And if they are true, are they legally valid? Do yourself a favor. Ignore the media and their fact-checkers. I've found their reporting and checking to be highly biased in this matter. Wait for the evidence in the court challenges and wait for the rulings. When it comes to those who demand Trump concede, use your own mental litmus test and ask the question, if the tables were reversed, what would the other side be doing? This process is playing out exactly as the founders intended. Until we get some answers, simply be patient and wait. Remember, in the 2000 election that was highly contested, Al Gore did not concede until 32 days after the vote. That's all I have for today. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And what did I miss? Feel free to comment below. Until next time.